Nora has been living in the same house for 30 years. The garden has been waiting. She has not touched it properly since her husband passed away 5 years ago. The roses have been growing wild, the apple tree has been dropping its fruit, with no one to collect it. The little stone path has been disappearing slowly under the moss. But this morning is different. This morning Nora has been awake since 5. She has been watching the light change through the kitchen window. And she has been thinking. She puts on her old green jacket. She finds her gardening gloves at the back of the drawer. She steps outside. She starts with the roses. She has been meaning to prune them since February. She works slowly and carefully, cutting back the old wood, making space for the new growth. It takes 2 hours. When she finishes, her hands ache pleasantly, and the roses look like they can breathe again. After lunch, she works on the path. The moss has been building up for years, thick and soft and green. She clears it back, section by section, revealing the pale stone underneath. It is like finding something she had forgotten was there. By mid-afternoon, the apple tree needs attention. The old branches have been crossing over each other, tangling, competing for light. She prunes carefully, slowly, talking to the tree quietly as she works. She has always talked to this tree. Her husband used to laugh at her for it. She sits on the bench by the wall as the sun begins to lower. She has been gardening for almost 9 hours. Her back aches. Her knees ache, but she is smiling. The garden looks like itself again. Her neighbor Rosa comes to the fence. "Have you been out here all day?" she asks. Nora looks up. "I think so," she says. Rosa laughs. "It looks beautiful," she says. "Wait there," says Nora. She goes inside and puts the kettle on. 5 minutes later, the two women are sitting side by side on the bench with mugs of tea, looking out at the garden together. Rosa has been meaning to come round for months. Nora has been meaning to ask her. Neither of them had quite got around to it until now. They sit quietly for a while. A blackbird lands on the apple tree and begins to sing. Neither woman speaks. The garden fills with the sound. Tomorrow Nora will plant seeds. But for now she just sits with her friend, her tea warming her hands, the spring light soft and golden all around them. And that is enough. That is more than enough. We use the present perfect continuous to talk about actions that started in the past and are still continuing now, or that have been happening repeatedly up to this moment. We form it with have or has, then been, then the verb with ing. For example, she has been gardening all day, the roses have been growing wild, Nora has been living here for 30 years. It is different from the present perfect simple, because it focuses on the duration of the activity, how long something has been happening, rather than just the result. Ready? Read the questions and pause the video. Why has Nora not touched the garden for 5 years? What does Nora do when Rosa comes to the fence? How does the story end? Here are the answers.